Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the video. I just got off my first YouTube live, so for those of you that were there, thank you for tuning in. It was fun. Never gone live on YouTube before, always on Instagram. It was a fun time. Thank you guys for coming in and checking it out. But today, I figured it was time to update my Ultimate Edition collection video. I'm not really gonna do a full figure collection. If you guys want to see it, I'll do it. Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see it, fine, I'll do it. But I didn't really have it planned. I was just gonna do my Ultimate collection. And me pulling all these out, I didn't realize how many I had. You know, I have a lot more than I realized. But let's get into the video. There's a whole bunch for me to show. And starting off, we're gonna start off with a custom that I have already sold, which surprised me about how fast it sold, is this Ultimate Edition Netflix Seth Rollins. Ignore my hands, I got a lot of blisters on them from cooking, so yeah, that sucked. But Ultimate Seth Rollins in the Netflix attire. This was really fun to do. It took a lot of work, but Seth Rollins, let's see how long until these figures fall, like usual videos. Took a lot of work, a lot of sculpting went into it. Follow me on Instagram, you know the sculpt fell off because I heated the figure up. That sucked. Second is another custom. I finished this yesterday. It is this Ultimate Edition Edge. As you can tell, it still retains every single bit of movement that a normal Ultimate would. Even did that shoulder swap. Fun to do. Happy to finally have an Ultimate Edition Edge. I didn't buy the first release. Plus, I don't really like that first release now with the no butterfly joints, and he was really, really skinny. So, Ultimate Edition Edge in that WrestleMania 37 white gear. Super fun. I don't know where to go because I have this giant pile, so I guess we'll just start from the top. It is this Ultimate Fix-Up red, white, and blue Batista. I took the first Ultimate Batista, just threw some parts together. Came out looking pretty cool. I enjoy it. Not accurate to anything whatsoever, but it's a fun figure to have, just cool. Next up, it's not an Ultimate, it's a Supreme. I figured I'd throw them in this video because I only have like 3 or 4 of them anyway. And they're pretty much Ultimates just for AEW. There's this Penta. And you know, when I first got it, it was alright. But I actually really like this figure now that I have it and I'm moving it around, and like the articulation on this figure is really good. And I recommend that if you can grab it, you should. Especially with him being in WWE now. We'll probably get an Ultimate of him somewhere down the line. But it's a great placeholder for the time being. And next up is this Fix-Up Ultimate Edition Stone Cold Steve Austin. Gave him bigger shoulders, bigger arms. It looks great. So hopefully Mattel will get around to redoing a Stone Cold, and it's better than the first go around. Because this one, with the Fix-Up, it looks great. Without it, it's alright. Next up is a bit of a wild pick. Just something I did out of the blue because I had the parts for it. This Ultimate Edition Apollo Crews. I had this torso laying around. I was like, what do I do with this? And saw Apollo and I was like, why not? And it looks great. Great formula for him. So, Apollo Crews Ultimate Edition. Next up, I'm not sure if this one was in the last Ultimate video a while ago, but this Ultimate Edition Samoa Joe. No butterflies on him, but it's a fun figure to mess around with. It's a lot better than Elite, in my opinion. Especially since he has double jointed arms. He's definitely too ripped, I know that. But I just haven't gotten around to trying to fix that or sand him or re-sculpt his torso or whatever. So, Samoa Joe, Ultimate Edition. Next up is the Yeet Man himself. SummerSlam Ultimate Edition Jey Uso. I love Jey figures, Uso figures. They're fun to collect. So, I know Jey Uso is a hot topic right now with the Royal Rumble winning, with him winning the Royal Rumble, I mean, and a lot of people are split on that decision, but I like it. You know, I was a little upset at first, but I've come around on it. I've always been pretty iffy with Jey. I like him and then I don't. But, you know, right now, I'm feeling it. Jey, Royal Rumble winner, I'm cool with it. Next up, this Ultimate Edition Daniel Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him. Got this from my buddy in a trade. I love the figure. Replaces my custom one that I had on that Sami Zayn torso. So it's a great figure. I think he decaled all those pink designs on him. Oh, another custom that has yet to be seen on YouTube, I know for a fact because I haven't even posted it on Instagram. So, real first look at it is this Ultimate Edition Buddy Matthews. I haven't completely finished, I haven't sealed him up or anything yet. I have a couple things I'm thinking about doing to him. But Buddy Matthews, bada boom. I really don't know why my camera quality looks pretty bad in this video. Usually doesn't look this bad, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Oh well. Next up, Drew McIntyre. Pretty sure this is the last video. You guys have seen it. Didn't even torso swap this one, I just fully painted it. So Drew McIntyre Ultimate Edition. I'm unsure if I'll grab the official release, being that it'll most likely be that lighter skin tone. But I did grab this one. Well, I did make this one, I mean. Next up is this Ultimate Edition Rey Mysterio, the Ruthless Aggression Ultimate. I got this at the time of release, even though I'm pretty sure I did not put it in the last video. Probably forgot about it, but I like it. It's a great figure. It's definitely outdated compared to what it looks like now, but it works. Next up is definitely an outdated figure because I'm going to change this formula up. I was debating waiting to make this video until I finished it, but is this Ultimate Edition MJF? I'm going to completely change the torso and the legs and everything because I'm not a fan of this really. I mean, it's okay. I could see like how somebody would think it would work, but I don't like it that much. So I'm definitely going to be changing it up. So I was debating delaying this video until I made it, but I decided not to. I haven't gotten the parts for it yet. And I didn't want to wait that much longer to make another video. I haven't posted in a couple days, so I figured I'm going to make one, post it. Quick, fun video for everybody, including myself, to make. Next up, Ultimate Edition Fiend. I love this Fiend. It's a great figure. I like it better than the second Fiend Ultimate, just look-wise, I guess. Next up, one of Mattel's best Ultimates ever, Brock Lesnar. This figure's fantastic. Highly recommend that you track this down. Whether or not how you feel about Brock, this is a great figure. And, mwah, magnificent. Next up, Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition Bret Hart. It's not the best. The head sculpts are all horrendous. This is some random battle pack, I think. Yeah, battle pack Bret Hart. I had just popped it on there. Bada bing, bada boom. Next up, Rob Van Dam. This is a pretty split figure. Some people don't like it. I like it. I enjoy it, especially since my knee pads are really rubbery. They're not the typical hard plastic that most of this mold is. So I'm happy about that. Gone pretty long so far without anybody knocking anything down, so that's fire. Next up is the Ultimate Edition Goldberg. I got this for Christmas, which I didn't do a Christmas haul video because by the time I edited it all, it was already like mid-January, and I was like, there's no point in me uploading this, so I scrapped that video. So yeah, I did get this for Christmas. Super fun figure, honestly. Ultimate Goldberg. Next up is another Christmas figure that's topped my list this year. It is Ultimate Edition Edge. Edge, oh my gosh, I might be retarded. I may be incredibly stupid. Undertaker. This is the Undertaker. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Target exclusive Undertaker. I love this beyond belief. It's my #1 figure of 2024. Nothing topped it for me. And next up, another Christmas haul video figure that is this Muhammad Ali. It probably would have made it onto my top 10 if it wasn't a 2023 figure, but this figure is great. Super hated on for no reason. Everybody's hating on the Muhammad Ali's, but like, can you stop complaining? Nobody else is gonna give us a Muhammad Ali action figure, and it was an exclusive. You didn't have to buy it. So, great exclusive. They should do more like it. I'd love a Rocky 2-pack, maybe with Thunder Lips. But next up, Ultimate Edition Randy Orton. I do have 2 of these figures. Just got one in that haul video. If you did not see it, I got a crazy mystery haul. Go watch that. I got so many mock figures, so many free figures, including this one of this Ultimate Randy Orton with this new basic head sculpt on it. Looks great. So I'm glad to have Dose Randy Ortons. Next up, another Seth Rollins. It is the first, I think, Ultimate Edition 14, 15 Seth Rollins. Wanted this for such a long time. Got it for Christmas. I was super happy. Still am. It's a great figure. Plan to use him a lot. Next up is probably a figure that is worth more than most of them here. Is this Ultimate Edition Jimmy Uso. This goes for crazy money, and I don't know why. But Ultimate Bloodline Usos do have Jay right here. Here's Jay. Jay and Jimmy, the Usos. I do have both Jays. I hope to get the new one. They're releasing a third Ultimate Jay this year, so hopefully get that one as well. Speaking of third, here's a third Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins. Did torso swap him. Looks great. Fire, literally. So that's both Ultimate Rollins plus my custom one that I already sold. So it's the last time you'll probably see him in one of these videos. Next up is a figure that I grabbed because I didn't have a Mick Foley. There's this Ultimate Edition Mankind, and this is a great figure. I really do recommend that if you can pick it up, you should. It's a great one. Moves around great. Great likeness. Yeah. Next up is an AEW conversion of this Jon Moxley. This is the perfect Moxley formula in my opinion. I did have custom legs on here, but I did swap them for the Shield legs. I just like the range of motion better. But Jon Moxley with the AEW head and some bigger arms on that Macho Man torso. Next up is probably one of my biggest grails that I finally was able to own. It is this Ultimate Edition Mattel Creations Cody Rhodes. Holy crap. I waited for this Cody for so long, and I skipped on it when it first came out, which I regretted. And I did end up grabbing the second Ultimate Cody, but there's some sort of magic about this figure that just really catches my eye and really makes me jealous of people that had it. And I'm glad I do. And in person, it's so much better, and like through images and everything, it just looked odd. Like the gold, it's still not the greatest gold color. The jacket's definitely too big. Torso's too big. But in person, it just feels and looks so much better. Next up, second Ultimate Edition Fiend. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. This figure is a nice one. I do like this figure, but I do like the attire choice on that one a little bit more than this one. But the figure itself is probably a better figure. Just like that attire better. Next up is Mr. Sold the Royal Rumble. Let me jump over the top rope for Jay. John Cena. I don't know how to feel about this figure. Torso's pretty garbage, but the attire is nice, the shirt's nice, the accessories were nice, so I let it slide. But the torso itself, horrendous. They give him the Drew McIntyre, the torso I put on my Drew McIntyre, and the Batista torso. Way too big. Next up, Gobbledygooker. I don't really need to say anything about this. This is pretty much a statue. I had the Undertaker from the pack. It broke out of box, and I was super upset. But what are you going to do about it? Next up, this Ultimate. I don't know why I keep saying Ultimate. Of course it's Ultimate. It's an Ultimate video. AJ Styles. Elite for wave 14, I believe, 15, 16, something like that. I had the Razor Ramon from this wave too, but I did end up using both of them for customs. But hopefully I can track another one of those Razor Ramones down. This is a really good torso for a lot of people, so not my fault. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. Next up, to go along with that first Muhammad Ali, I have the Referee. Fantastic figure, both of them, really, they both are. And next up is Sami Zayn. I grabbed him and Cody out of this wave, never grabbed Kevin, didn't care for Kevin, he looks terrible. Sami Zayn, did like this figure. I was thinking about swapping that torso onto an Elite, but decided not to. And not the last Cody, but is the second to last Supreme Cody Rhodes. This is the first Cody figure I ever got. still has a special place in my heart, even though I really don't like that figure at all. Keeping the trend with AEW, I'll go with this Fix Up Juice Robinson. It's not the greatest, just a placeholder until we get an AEW figure. Put that head on here. Just a Triple H head with some accessories thrown on to an Eric Bischoff Ultimate. So realistically, I could just say this is an Eric Bischoff. Next up, yeah, we'll go with him. Roman Reigns. You guys have heard me say so many good things about this figure. Custom head sculpt, which I'll probably plug this in here now. I will be starting my own 3D printing head sculpt business because I have people ask me all the time. Roman head will probably be available. My custom Finn Balor head will be available. Go check my Instagram out. I talk about it all the time. If you want to buy them, they'll probably be on WrestlingFigureShirts.com. My good buddy, I've talked about him a couple times. Use code F74NK. Save yourself 10% at checkout. My bad for the plug, but you know, got to make money and save you money at the same time. But yeah, we'll be selling 3D printed heads that I made myself. Scans from like custom hand sculpted figures and things I'll be selling. It's gonna be great. Hasn't started just yet. You'll hear it when it does, but it's gonna be fantastic and I can't wait to keep going. But moving on, this Ultimate Edition Dominic Mysterio. People were complaining about this figure, being like, oh, he doesn't deserve it. Shut up. My bad, I don't want 47 Hulk Hogan's, which I just realized I didn't pull my Hulk Hogan out. I have a Hulk Hogan Ultimate, too. Let's just say that. I have an Hulk Hogan Ultimate. I didn't pull them out. I'm an idiot. But my bad, I don't want 47 Hulk Hogan Ultimates and another 42 Macho Mans and Ultimate Warriors. I don't want newer guys. My bad. Next up is this brand new custom Ultimate Edition Swerve. I think this was in the last video, just without all these decals added. And look at this decal work, man. Holy moly. My buddy did this for me for free, which was crazy that he just did it. Thank you, Vaughn. Appreciate it very much. I'll save him towards the end. Next up, Ultimate Edition Gunther. I like this figure a lot. A lot of people do not. I like it. I like the torso. Could be a little bit bigger, I think. Arm size, great choice. Legs were terrible. I swapped mine. But it moves great. Like, look at this movement that you can get out of this Ultimate Gunther. Crazy. So yeah, Gunther, nowhere near the top 10, but it's a great figure nonetheless. And I do think it's worth a pickup if you make the leg swap at least. Next up is my Creator Wrestler for IEW, DOA. Got this shirt from Wrestling Figure Shirts. Look at the quality on this shirt. Look how stretchy it is. Won't chip, won't peel. Fantastic. Super easy to get on and off figures. I've shown it off in videos before. Go check it out. We're nearing the end. But however, let me show off one of my newest custom Ultimates that I think I showed off on the channel. Made by the GOAT, BEW. Yes, that BEW. Look at this head sculpt, dude. Look at the detail and just, oh my gosh. This head sculpt is amazing. And then I went ahead and did these myself. It's not the best. Definitely, I've done way better. But did put this Jay White here. That's why I made Juice Robinson. I didn't really care to have a Juice, but I just put him with it. Put them together so I can have them with Jay White. Next up is the final Supreme figure I have in my collection, and it is CM Punk. I put an Ultimate Edition head sculpt on here, so yes, I do have the Ultimate Punk, so you'll see that in just a moment. But Supreme CM Punk figure, it's a great one. I really like it. And then I guess these last couple figures will be Bullet Club related. But next up is the Ultimate Punk. Might as well, being that I just showed off the Supreme. Here he is. This figure is spectacular. I do have some issues like that. That's kind of annoying. And then that's kind of annoying. And then that's also kind of annoying. But at the end of the day, it's an Ultimate CM Punk, and this is fantastic. Love this Punk so much. It's a great figure. And if you have a chance to own it, no matter how much you have to pay, buy this figure. It won't be the last Punk, though. Definitely not the last Ultimate Punk. So if you want to wait, you could. But I suggest getting an Ultimate Punk at some point. This figure is great. Next up is definitely a figure I haven't shown anywhere, not on Instagram either, is this Ultimate Edition Adam Cole. I used the torso from my Ultimate Finn Balor, and that's because I'm getting the official Ultimate Balor. So I'm happy to have this custom Adam Cole. I want to complete the entire Undisputed Era as Ultimates. Haven't gotten around to it just yet. But next up is one of the most impressive custom Ultimates I've ever done. It is this Ultimate Edition Kenny Omega. A lot of people ask me how I did it. I made an Ultimate tutorial video, which if you're interested in how to make this, go check it out. It was super simple, super fun to make. Well, it wasn't simple at all, actually. Well, explaining it was simple. Doing it was not. But I'm really proud of this figure. I really like this figure. And it's great. It moves around great. There is gappage. I talked about the gap in the video, which just slide that down and it covers it, which is great. But you can move this just how you'd want to, just like an AEW figure. Articulation is great. Well, not great, but it works. I don't know. And then second to last, I was about to say finally, but not finally, this Ultimate Edition Dusty Rhodes, one of the biggest Ultimates they've ever made, definitely. Dude, I forgot the Ultimate Solos. Crap. Let me grab those. All right, grab them. First, start with the custom solo. Made this a while back. Or I didn't make it, I bought this a while back. My buddy made this for me. Just a Jimmy torso, solo arm, solo head, solo legs. Which I might convert that back into a Jimmy, I'm not gonna lie. And second, the official Ultimate Solo Sikoa. Not sure which one I really like better. This one's a little bit small, even though in person, I really like the Ultimate Solo a lot better than like in videos and reviews and everything. I was a little weary on it. I didn't know if I'd really like it that much, but I'm glad I got it. So, and finally, I have not been very quiet about how much I love this figure. The Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes. Thank you. I'm getting a second one of these for my birthday. No clue what I'm gonna do with it just yet, but I'm very happy to get it. My birthday is this Thursday, the 13th. So I hope to go live on YouTube again, probably on Instagram as well. So make sure you're there, come check out, come hang out with us. It'll be a fun time. But I don't really have much announcements to make except that I'm going to be doing a Whatnot stream. You'll see, I'll announce it in a video closer to the actual date. I don't know when, don't know what I'm gonna sell yet, but I'll be doing a Whatnot stream. It's gonna be fun. And it'll be my first one. So yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'm sorry this went on for so long, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.